What's going on, Nerd Nation? This is Sleevecard signing in and welcoming you to week 3 of the Professional Battle League, the PBL as it were, our draft league that we have here on the channel. This week, you guys, we are going to be taking on none other than Mr. JBWestside himself of the Carolina Panchams, I believe is his team. Last week, you guys, as we pull up kind of the request, here we go. Last week, you guys, we did get our very first win to bring us up to 1-1 on the season. So hopefully we can get the ball rolling and get a streak going. Good stuff like that. I would definitely like to be 2-1, if not better, as we kind of continue into the season. Now, I can tell you, it says James here on the screen. So if I say James, I say JBWestside, whatever. It's all the same person. But he's very, very good. So I am a little interested to see how this works, this particular battle. He was the champion of the league last season, and he is already, he's 2-0 on the season, but his 2 wins, one was a 6-0, and the other one was a 5-0, so not only is he winning, but he's definitely winning big as far as KO differential. So I'm definitely looking forward to an interesting battle, probably a bit of a challenge, but hopefully we can pull out the win here today. I left the team... So I pulled up. I left the team the same as last week. I really considered swapping out Klefki, honestly, for Keldeo and bringing Keldeo back onto the team. But looking at his team, I really didn't see a big benefit to it. He doesn't really have anything that's weak, per se, to water other than... he has Victini, I believe. So Victini would have been the weakest thing to a water type attack, but we have that covered with Entei and Landorus. And other than that, I mean, there wasn't anything that really stood out. And then also with, because what else do we have on our Keldeo? An ice attack. He didn't really have anything that was too weak to ice attack. He has Komomo, but we can handle that if need be. Oh, so he's switching up. Okay. So, we have Excadrill, Manaphy, Victini, Gardevoir, which is going to be Mega Gardevoir, so I know that, Electivire, and Miltank. So this is kind of interesting because I was watching his previous 2 battles, and I don't think I saw him bring in any of these really. So, what I'm going to start off with... No. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off with Pidgeot. And the reason being is I kind of predict that he'll start off with Excadrill. So we'll Mega Evolve into Pidgeot, and then we'll probably U-turn out if that's the case. Because I kind of predict that it'll be Focus Sashed. A lot of Excadrills are Focus Sashed, especially if it's the lead. So we can do that. We'll U-turn just to break the Sash, and then we can go into probably like Landorus if need be, to get an attack on. So let's just kind of see how it works out. But that's where I'm thinking. Oh, excuse that. That just popped up real quick, the little Discord. But let's see. We have Pidgeot's going to come out. So is Zampsquatch? No, that's going to be his Electivire. Okay, so he predicted that. That's not the worst thing that could have happened to us. So, what we'll do, we'll go into the Mega Evolve, and then either we can U-turn out of this. Here's the thing, we can either U-turn out of this, or he double swaps on us and predicts something else. I'm not gonna risk it, otherwise I might have considered staying in for like a Heat Wave, but we'll Mega Evolve, we'll go for the U-turn, and then kind of play it from there. Yeah, if I was 100% comfortable that he'd swap out, then I would have gone for the Heat Wave and gotten, like, additional damage. Heat Wave or the Hurricane and gotten a huge chunk off on something. But I didn't want to run that risk. So, what is this thing going to have? It's going to, obviously, any electric types. So he's got to predict that we're probably going to swap into something to take the electric type. He might have gone for Ice Punch. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll go into Entei. Because if nothing else, Entei can come out and we can bulldoze if need be. But I feel like he would have gone for like Ice Punch or something. Yeah, see, he went for Ice Punch. So that's good. So I figured at least we got that going. So Ice Punch, and he lost some HP, so that's gonna be a life orb. We're going for the Bulldoze now. We should outspeed this thing. So we're Choice. So we should still outspeed this since he's life orbed. So if we get the Bulldoze off, that's good. If not, and he swaps out, which I predict he probably will swap out, but we'll get the Bulldoze. If not, we're going to wreck this. If it does swap out, we'll get the Bulldoze and we'll get the speed drop. So it's not the worst thing in the world, even if he does trade out. The only problem is we're going to be locked into Bulldoze, which I don't really want to be. Yeah, so he's going to swap out. 2%. Oh, the Miltank. Oh, that's going to be obnoxious. So we'll get the Bulldoze, that's fine. Which, see, that doesn't do anything. See, but I do like... I just got it too. 2%, so like 2% milk. So it's got the leftovers, which could be a bit of an issue. So, I'm trying to think what we would possibly have. Raichu, maybe. See, the thing is, I feel like this is going to be a very special, or a very physically defensive Mon. So I kind of want to go into Pidgeot and just spam like a Hurricane. But if he's invested at all in special, that could be an issue. The other option is we go into Klefki and we get Thunderbolt or Thunderwave off and use this as an opportunity to get our spikes and stuff set up. But I'm going to go into Pidgeot, I think. If we do a Pidgeot, and if we can get like a Hurricane in, as long as he doesn't run any electric or ice move, and I don't think he would. Stealth. So he's going to go Stealth Rocks just to set up. That's fine. So what we'll do here is we'll go in, we'll use our Hurricane next. You know what? Actually, Hurricane. Yeah, we'll go into Hurricane. Hurricane, even if he swaps into something else, it should at least do a solid amount of like neutral damage. Because I don't think I saw anything that really resisted Hurricane. So Manaphy will take a chunk of damage. Victini will take a chunk of damage. Electivire, even Electivire would take some damage from this. Oh, see, yeah, so we're good. So let him Toxic us, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about the Toxic, because of course we have Roost, if need be. So he's probably going to go Protect, I feel like, right now. But if we spam... I'm going to spam Hurricane again, even though I think he'll go Protect. He'll go Protect, or he's going to go Milk Drink. Either one. We'll just spam the Hurricane, because that did enough damage that it should get a little interesting. Again, if he swaps out, we should do a quality bit of damage, but I think he's going to stay in on this one. And the problem... See, actually, this is where it would have been decent for us to have Keldeo, because I could have Secret Sword. But we'll stay in... Ooh, this thing... I don't think it's going to be able to... Yeah, it'll take the Hurricane, but I don't think it's going to... I don't know. It is, I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave. I say it is, Life Orbed, so it shouldn't outspeed, which it doesn't. So we just stay in, we'll spam the Heat Wave, KO this thing, which is good, because that Electivire could have been an issue. Now, if we can get rid of Miltank, that's going to be the other big thing. Miltank, this is the Excadrill. So this is going to be his Excadrill. He's got to use Stones on us. That's got to, I feel like that is going to be his move. So we'll go for the U-turn here. Yeah, Rock Slide. And he has speeds, okay. Okay. That's not good. I was hoping he wouldn't outspeed, but unfortunately he did, so we are going to have to take that. Just take that damage. So now our options are... I can go into Entei again. Here's the thing, I can go into Entei, we can Sacred Fire if we wanted to, but Stone Edge will take us out. would it? Well, yeah, after the I'm trying to think. Yeah, we'll go into Lando. I was going to say, if we bring in Entei, after Stealth Rocks, that Stone Edge would take us out. At least with Lando, we can maybe get an Earthquake. And with the Intimidate, we'll drop that attack too. So this way, I'll get the Earthquake off. Even if he's Focus Sashed, we should be able to live at least one hit, I'm assuming, with the Intimidate drop. But at least I can say that right now we're not getting 6-0'd. If nothing else, we'll get 5-0'd, but not 6-0'd. No, he's going to swap. Yeah. Anytime they take a couple extra seconds on this bit, they're swapping. So he's going to go into Miltank, that's fine. The Earthquake won't do a whole lot, honestly, just because of how bulky this thing is. Yeah. Oh! It almost took it out. Almost! Like, by a hair, we did not take it out. Okay. We're gonna Earthquake again. Like, we'll Earthquake again, because we'll still outspeed. And we'll just KO this thing, get it out of the screen. Which is good, because, honestly, Miltank, Clefable, Blissey, all those ones that everyone uses for, like, Toxic Stall and Spam and stuff like that, they get obnoxious. And Miltank's really an underrated one. Because I know in, like, OU, it's all Clefable, it's all Chansey, Blissey, sometimes OU, but mostly UU, because a lot of people like to use their Eviolite Chanseys. But Miltank kind of, like, flies under the radar, but Miltank is so bulky. So just getting rid of that thing is a godsend, because between natural bulk, plus you have to deal with things like Milk Drink, some of them run, like, Heal Bell to help out their team, stuff like that. It's not worth dealing with. Now, here's the thing. So he can send in Manaphy. I'm trying to think it through. He can send in Manaphy. No, we're going Gardevoir. And this is going to be Mega Gardevoir. So, obviously he will Mega Evolve in this turn. I'm going to just use the turn to Defog. Like, we're going to Defog. Let's get rid of these rocks. They're not too detrimental to my team, but if we need to bring Entei in on this, I don't want Entei dealing with rocks, so let's just use that. We'll get rid of the rocks. This has got to be HP Ice, like this. HP Ice. There's no way. The one thing that I don't like about Landorus is just dealing with freaking HP Ice. But that's okay, because we do have an answer to this thing in the form of Mimikyu. Because what we can actually do is we're going to Shadow Sneak this turn. Just to see how much damage it does. I should have Shadow Clawed, technically, but we'll Shadow Sneak. And just kind of see what kind of damage we do. If nothing else, we can trade out when he hard swaps. Because I feel like he'll hard swap this turn. And if I were him, I mean, what would I hard swap into? I wouldn't do Victini, because Victini's part Psychic. So Victini would get hit by this Ghost move pretty hard. Manaphy, maybe? No, he's going to stay in. Okay, he'll stay in. That's fine. Oh! Yeah, if I had gone for Claw, we would have gotten that. He's going to taunt us. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Taunt us. We'll go for another Shadow Sneak. That's okay. We'll Shadow Sneak. We'll get the priority. So now he's got a hard swap. There's no way. Unless he's planning, either he's going to hard swap or he's going to sack this thing off because he's worried about us getting the Swords Dance up. Which I get, because Swords Dance Mimikyu can be a gigantic pain in the butt to deal with. And if nothing else, he's getting like the Life Orb damage off of us, so in a sense, he's playing it really smart. And again, he's a really smart opponent because a 6-0 and a 5-0 already tell you exactly where he stands on the season. But he's really smart in the sense that he's trapping us into attacking, which is hitting us with the Life Orb damage. So eventually he will bring something out that's going to survive the Shadow Sneak and then be able to like two hit us. Because we still have the Disguise up, so we really still have a free hit in. And if nothing else, we can always play rough if we need to. Mold Breaker, okay. Okay. So, for this... let's see, he's ground, so we can't really use Thunder Wave on him. Play Rough's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. Entei's not going to stand an Earthquake. Raiku's not going to stand an Earthquake. So unfortunately, the best thing for us, honestly, is just to stay in and go for the Shadow Claw, because our team's not going to take the Earthquake well at all. So we'll let him Earthquake, that's fine. We'll lose the Disguise, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot friggin' Mold Breaker. So, yeah, Mold Breaker is going to beat the Disguise. Damn. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. Alright, we're going to go Entei. We have to go into Entei. If nothing else, we'll get... Hopefully we can get a Sacred Fire boost. If we get the Sacred Fire burn, rather, we should be in good shape, because I am worried about the Focus Sash. So we'll go for the Sacred Fire. If we can get Sacred Fire off, then even if he holds on with one, we should be okay to take out the next one. Because obviously we still have Raikou to deal with the Manaphy. And Raikou can deal with Victini if it needs to, because we have our Z move still in our back pocket as far as the Ghostium. So really it comes down to the speed right here. So if Entei can outspeed the Underminer, then we should be set. It's going to be Victini. Okay. So in comes Victini. We're going to Sacred Fire, which isn't going to do a lot of damage, but if we get the burn. If we get the burn... Okay, no, we're not going to get the burn. We are focused, so we can't stay in on this. So what I'm actually going to end up doing, we're going to swap out. We'll go into Kagi, which is our Klefki. Mostly because Klefki's not going to do a lot on... Manaphy it's not going to help us so much on. It's not going to help us so much against Excadrill or Victini. So we might as well swap in. If nothing else, we can get a... We'll take the hit with a Focus Sash, and we can possibly get a T-Wave off on this Victini here, which would be ideal. Like, that would be the dream situation. So he's got to be thinking about that too. So I feel like we're going to see a swap. Like, he's got to swap out... Because right now, Raikou checks 2 of his Mons. Entei kind of checks the Excadrill, but not as much as I'd like. If the Sash... Here's the thing, I'm like banking 99% that he has a Sash, so if the Sash were to break... Oh, the rocks broke my Sash. Come on. Of course. Freaking course. Okay, you know what, that's fine. He drops in speed, that's okay. So what we'll end up doing here is now I'm going to go into Raikou. We'll go into Raikou. One, we outspeed. He's going to have to swap. There's no way he doesn't swap. So what I'll end up doing is we'll go for the Shadow Ball. And just like one generic Shadow Ball. If he swaps in and out, that's okay. Because we outspeed. So one Shadow Ball is going to just rip into this Victini right now. If he swaps into Excadrill, at least we'll break the Sash, and we should outspeed the next turn. If he goes into Manaphy, we should be able to do some damage, and then hopefully, I mean, we should still outspeed a Manaphy, so hopefully we can then get our T-Bolt off. Oh, come on. Wreck it. Yes! Okay. So this is good. So we're 2-2. The Excadrill's an issue because he can still check my T-Wave or my Thunderbolt with his Excadrill. So that thing is still a thorn in my side right now. Yeah, we're going to see that. That's fine. I kind of figured we would. Just because it doesn't make sense to not see it. So our issue... This is going to be our big issue here, is if he goes for Earthquake, and he has no reason not to go for Earthquake, we're in a tight spot. So if he goes to Earthquake, Earthquake's going to take out Entei, like 100%. Earthquake is going to do a hell of a lot. Earthquake's going to really take out either one of us. So I'm going to just go for the Z move. Hopefully we survive one earthquake. I doubt it because we're not bulky at all. Yeah. So that's game. So he's going to end up winning this thing because even if we do damage right here, the only way we pull out past this escadrille is if we hit and get the burn right here. It goes down to the burn or something like that. Well, even then, he's won right here because he's going to hit the earthquake, and that's fine. So we'll just spam one Sacred Fire real quick. So there we go. So good game to him. He's going to go up to 3, and we're going to be at 1 and 2. So not the best start on the season. Oh no, he's not. He's not focus sashed. I could have sworn he was focus sashed. What is he then? Is he choice? Then it had to be how he's outspeeding because Excadrill is so slow. Like, so unbelievably slow. Okay. The whole time I've been playing around with saying, because I swore that he was saying, oh yeah, I'm choiced, of course. So we're just going to spam Sacred Fire again. The whole time I was playing around with this because I thought he was choice, or, sashed. If I had figured out he wasn't sashed, then we could have won earlier. But, of course, I was 100% convinced he was sashed. And that's on me. That's 100% on me. I probably should have figured out that he was choice in advance based off the fact that he was outspeeding. But it is what it is. Obviously, we're not living this. So, good game again to him. A 1-0 loss, honestly, I feel not too terribly bad about this. So, even though we dropped down to 1 and 2, I mean, he like I said, he won 6-0, he won 5-0. So, for us to win, or us to lose by 1, obviously is a good test to where we're at in the season. Of course, we'll save the battle video because only you can prevent lost save data. But there you guys have it. So that is going to be our week of the PBL. If you guys like what you saw today, go ahead and leave that thumbs up. Go ahead and leave that subscribe button clicked if you haven't done so already. And of course, Mr. JBWestside, shout out to him. His channel will be linked down in the description. And I hope to see you guys next week when we head into week 4, hoping to bring us back to 2 and 2. But with that being said, guys, this is Sleevecard signing out. Have yourselves a beautiful day, and I will see you later.